Then you won't have too much thinning. But as you can see, like it's little hairs that's sticking out, but we're gonna cut those off because Sanaya need a trim anyway.
Nah, I need a trim anyway.
We do. We should have trimmed your hair the other day, remember?
Yeah.
No shade. It wasn't no shade. You know that. Okay. I was about to say, what the heck? Yeah, we're gonna braid these down. All the way down, all the way down. Because the hair that she has is 22 and 24 inches, so we want the braids to be kind of long as well. We don't want it to be short. We want them to blend so they can lay inside of the curls that we're going to do. So this is the first two braids on this side, and then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Exact same method. Exact same way.
I'm getting sleepy, y'all.
Me too. So normally when I do stitch braids, I try to make sure that I use the same products all the time. Which sometimes I use the All Day Locks braid gel. That's what Sanaya likes to use, but for the most part, I use my Bundles by Belle. That's always a good product. And that's just what I use for my braids. Right. All right, lay your head back. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pre-part this section just like I did on the other side. I kind of forgot for a second to put the product down the middle, but I remembered in just the nick of time, so I wouldn't have to go back and redo it because I dang sure didn't want to have to do that. If it's one thing about it, I will redo some stuff, but do I want to? No, but I will. More than likely, I'll catch it as I'm doing it, and I'll be like, nah, let me just start over. But if I don't catch it while I'm doing it, as much as I don't want to, I'll still take it out.
Yeah.
Because it's better to just fix it now than, it be a complaint later. So
Yep.
that's what I do. Let's section up some more here. That lace was trying to come. It was trying to be a part of the scene. But we're not doing the lace today. All right. Like I said, it's getting kind of quiet because I really just don't. I like to focus on what I'm doing versus talking or having conversations. Because if I'm not focused, then I'm gonna be redoing the braid. One single braid over and over and over again because I'm not gonna like how it looked because I wasn't paying attention. Seriously. So I try to just focus on what I'm doing.
No, like I'll turn some music on.
Yeah,
And
like
I just,
music, that's cool. Like you wouldn't hear me say anything if the music was on.
yeah. I be zoning out on the music too. I don't even be hearing it for real.
So the reason I put that piece of hair back is because it was too thick for this part of the braid. It can go inside of the second part. Well, the second, insert of hair. But for the first one, it was just too thick. It was too thick for me. So I didn't add it, but I'm going to add it right now because it needs to widen the braid in the area that I need. Yeah, to the side. Yep. When it comes to stitch braids, I feel like everyone has like their own technique, their own way of like getting the braids in because some people can just part it with their finger, you know what I'm saying? And with the nail that they have on their hand and, go on about their business. Some people use a comb to part it at the same time as they're braiding. Me, I can't do that
Yeah.
because I'm not an under braider, and I noticed that a lot of people who use that method, they under braid, and I don't under braid.
I do.
You under braid?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't under braid. All my braids are like, like this.
I be trying to over braid, but I can't.
I mean,
try.
I can off the scalp, but when it comes to like braiding on the scalp, no.
No, I can't do it. Period. I don't know. I just feel discombobulated.
Come on, get off my hand. It's stuck. And that's the thing about braiding too, like putting the product on your hand. I feel like the best little invention that they could have came out with was the little wrist thing to put the
Yeah, cause
product
the
on.
product be itchy.
But then
When
that
you
gets
keep it on
annoying
for a
too.
long time, it start
Because if you
itching.
put too much product on that, everything gets stuck to that thing.
Yeah.
Like everything. It's like, dang. You don't want me to be great at all, huh?
The product used to be falling off my hand too.
Yeah, once you start getting hot.
Yeah.
Like once you start getting hot, definitely, for sure. As you can see, I'm trying to make sure that I keep her little baby hairs to the side. I don't want to get no product on them. So it won't be heat coming on to her scalp. Not this raining.
I was about to say, is that rain? No.
Right, though.
No.
Dang, fresh hairdo and you're getting rained on, both of us. So I just want y'all to know that I rushed to do my hair this morning
Yes.
because I'm a heavy procrastinator. But it looks really nice, really slick.
Dang.
Oh, and shout out to the student instructor who did my ponytail because it looks really good. Thank you. I can't remember her name right this second because I'm horrible with names, but I remember faces. So thank you. Okay. So let me just separate these last strands of hair. For this, for the front braids, because I am on my last braid in the front. We molded it down. We got everything going. It just needs to be pre-sectioned and braided down. Oh yeah, I can give y'all my Instagram one more time. My personal Instagram is _ Big Mama. That's BIGMAMA with a period and the letter B and another underscore. That's Big Mama B, because everybody calls me Big Mama. Even at school, they call me Big Mama. When I get old, my grandchildren gonna call me Big Mama. So I just feel like if you love me, that's what you should call me. You feel me? So with me combing her hair out like this, it's because the middle of the section that I'm trying to create for the stitch braid was kind of tangled up a little bit, and I wanted to make sure that when I start braiding, I don't have to go through it, comb it, you know, it'll already be exactly how I need it to be in order for the braid to come out how we want it to. You go ahead and lift your head up. All right, lay your head back for me. So as you can see, I'm combing out the front section just so that I can make sure that it's straight. We don't have any clumps. I make sure I'm grabbing all of the hair that it needs to be inside of the braid, and then making sure that I'm securing it in the front of her head. But yeah, like I was saying on the previous braid in the middle, I'm gonna add the hair at the third stitch so that it won't be so thick in the beginning of the braid, so it can give a more natural feel. So I've added the 2 pieces of hair that I'm going to add to this braid. And like I said, I'm going to connect the other braid with this one. So I don't want to add too much hair into it so that it won't be too thick and it be more natural. So what you gonna do with the rest of your day, Sanaya?
Sleep.
You gonna get your hair done and go to sleep?
I don't know. I might find something to do.
Yeah, do something. Well, I can't talk because... All right, sorry about that, guys. The power went out, but I did end up finishing the other side. I'm just going to braid it down to the end before we start the next process. At this point, only thing we have left really is to blow dry the bundles and glue them into her head. And then we're going to put some soft curls and do her baby hair. Like I said before, she likes to pull out her own baby hair. She normally styles her own baby hair. I'll curl it for her, but she normally will style it herself. So you gonna style your baby hairs tonight?
Yes, I'm gonna give y'all a baby hair tutorial.
All right, baby hair tutorial. All right.
How dry?
So we just gonna blow dry these bundles out. And I'm gonna have you hold them for me, Sanaya.
Okay.
Just hold it at the top. And then at the bottom. And then I'll just blow out the remainder. You hold it just like that at the top for me. And Private Label actually has a really, really good blow dryer. Like, real good. It's lightweight, but as you can see, baby, it blows.
Yes.
And we're gonna try to get this hair as straight as possible because we're gonna be doing some soft curls. And we don't want it to, I'm not gonna go through and press it out. So I wanna make sure that I blow it completely straight. Or as straight as possible, I should go. And like I said, that blow dryer is really good. So this one is pretty much dry.
I don't see no shed.
We are going to blow out the blonde bundle as well, but I'm going to go ahead and blow these out first. Oh, and that's the other side of that other bundle. I wonder why it got so dark. Probably just from sitting. These bundles are actually fuller than the other ones, so I guess that's what took them so long to dry. They didn't dry as fast as the other ones, so we're gonna have to put more heat on these than we did on the others. This one is separated, so I'm gonna separate this one from that one and put it to the side, so you'll have a better grip on it when you're holding it, because that one might slide out. Okay, all right, just hold it like this for me. No, that's why. I didn't even have it turned all the way up. That's crazy. And I blow dried the first one with it not turned all the way up. So that just goes to show you how powerful this blow dryer is. Because this piece is falling down. And I keep snagging on it. I don't even know where it's coming from. Oh, it's right here. There you go. And I just hold it like that. Grab this side too so they won't fall down. Yeah. All right, turn them around for me. Turn to the other side. Uh-uh. It's hot on their fingers. Okay, hold on. Hold it like this one. And right on the ends. I'm like, why is it blowing out cold? And that's because I turned the heat off. Yeah, hold it with like this on the end. Here, turn it around for me. Make your wrist out. Make your wrist. All right.
Look at that color, y'all.
Huh?
I said, look at that color.
All right, so we just gonna blow out this last little piece and then the blonde that we're gonna put in the back. Oh, well, these two little pieces, because this one too. You see how this piece got dark? Oh, that's why, because glue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the piece. Because I'm like, why is that one dark? I'm like, where did the darkness come from? Okay. I'm like, what is this? This blow dryer is blowing everything. You can let it go. You can let it. This is just, it's not completely dry, so I'm about to go back over it with the blow dryer. I'm gonna make sure it's dry because the glue won't stick. It's just not. It's gonna be hard to get the bundles to stick to her head if the bundles are wet. I gotta make sure that it's dry completely. There are different ways to dry these bundles. I mean, you can sit them in a hooded dryer.
Yeah.
You can put them on a mannequin head, like pin them to your mannequin head and dry them that way too.
This is the hard way.
Right. This is the most time consuming way to say.
We almost done.
Yeah, as you can see, the color took really well. Like, really, really well. Now it's dry. All right, and now we're just gonna straighten out this one before we put it in her hair. We'll blow it straight before we put it in her hair. Hold it just like this one. And remember, this is the hair that we started off with. The Russian blonde, it was blonde. We got a 22 and a 24 inch. I believe this is a part of the 24-inch bundle. Yeah, it is, because we don't put that one all the way in the back. So like I said, I'm just blowing it straight because I'm not gonna press her. I'm not gonna press the hair out. I'm just gonna go straight into the curls. And if you're wondering why I didn't blow it out while I was on her head, it's because we're doing a quick weave. And with the bundles being wet, it's not gonna sit wet. It's gonna slide right out.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, if it was a sew-in, you know, you get a little leeway with a sew-in because, you know, you use a needle and thread, you're securing it. So the glue, you know, I mean, what can you actually glue with, you know? Unless it's like Home Depot type glue. All right. So now that's straight. Well, as straight as I need it to be, because it doesn't need to be completely straight, but yeah. All right, I'll start with these. This is the 24-inch. We're gonna start in the back of her head. Actually, this isn't dry. Oh, clearly I pulled the plug out. All right. Now, I don't know why. Anyway, so special. So special. So I'm doing this so that I can just hold her braids out of the way. Well, out of the way of me gluing her tracks in.
You want to turn to the back?
Huh?
I was going to ask you, is you going to turn to the back?
Okay, so I'm just going to show you all how I lay the tracks in the back. Well, I'm going to show you a few, but I'm going to walk you through step by step mainly. So right now I'm just putting the glue on the track, making sure there is enough adhesive on here so where it can last for however, you know, long it needs to without your track slipping. You know, you might decide that you want to go out partying and somebody might decide they want to pull your hair, you know. You want to make sure that you are secured. Your tracks are secured. So I'm placing them in a U shape because as you can see, I didn't leave any hair out at the top. Everything is braided up. So I'm going to be put in a U shape until we come to a close at the top. A lot of times, but not all the time, would you have to use a blow dryer like as you're laying the tracks, unless you just want to make sure that they're not going to move like at all throughout the whole process. But you can, you know, lay a track, then go to the next one and then blow dry. You don't have to, you know, do it track by track. So I'm mainly just putting a U shape, basically like in a stacking motion, so that when it comes to a close and then on the sides, you can't really see the tracks along the sides. So I'm going to do another U part, and then I'm going to cut this track. I'm going to cut it at the place where it would sit from side to side. Making sure it's not too short or too long. And then the thing about these back tracks, these are the ones that we ran out of color on, which is kind of a good thing that they are in the back, because you won't be able to see like the, well, you wouldn't be able to see the track anyway, but because that's where mainly of most of the, discoloration is. For a stylist, that's not really a big deal because we're going to cover the tracks anyway. Yeah, it's not really a big deal anyway because we're going to cover the tracks anyway. So it's not like, oh, my tracks are showing and it looks like this and, nah, that's not the case. That is not the case. And this little motion right here is just a soothing motion, so it won't be like lumps of glue or, spaces. You want to make sure that you lay the tracks as flat as possible. And then if you have like any, hair that's like stuck to the top, you want to make sure that you are getting that out of the way, so that when you lay the next track, it's not on top of it and it's not pulling. But as you can see, I'm laying these tracks pretty close. I'm not really spacing them out too much because we want the back to be full. It doesn't necessarily, I need to blow dry that side some more. It doesn't necessarily have to be this full when you're doing a half up, half down. Because you could really use a track, a bundle or like a bundle and a half, and you'll still have like the look that you're looking for, unless you just want something that's has a lot of volume. Like I said, you want to get those hairs out of the way, so when it's time for you to lay your next track, you won't lay it on top of the hair. That's another way that your tracks can actually slide. If you're combing your hair and you got a little piece that's stuck to the track, it's going to snag. So use that little trick and so for this next track, I'm trying to make sure that this is the bottom of her braid right here. And I want to make sure that I'm getting that underneath this track instead of having it sit on top of it, so it won't create lumps. Because we don't want any lumps in the back of her head. We want it to be flat, flat. Real flat. But if you're ever in a situation where you run out of color like we did, and you have other colors like,
Red and yellow.
yeah, exactly. Red and yellow, that makes orange. You can use, basically just use your color wheel and use the colors that you may have, if you have some around your home or, in the shop or whatever, just use your color wheel and think about it. Like, think about, if I put this color and this color together, what will it do? Like, will it be, because honestly, Other than the few light spots, you can't even tell that we use a completely different color. And the light spots come from us not having enough color. So with that being said, that just goes to show, as long as you use your color wheel, it's gonna work in your favor. And don't rush through it. Like, take your time. Like, think about it. Because we actually had a full conversation about the colors and, what we had readily available. Because when we went to the beauty supply store this morning, they actually didn't have any copper, like regular copper. They only had, what was it? Sizzling copper?
Yeah.
Yeah. They only had sizzling copper, and sizzling copper is more like a reddish. It's more red than orange. So we had to figure out, what other color we could get to go with it. So as you can see, I'm still going in a U shape. I haven't went all the way up because I'm waiting until I get about right here to curve it all the way up the sides. Look at Group Me. Like I said, I'm just gonna cut the hair to get it to sit where I measured it out to. Just make sure always pre-measure the hair before you cut it. Even if you have to do it a couple of times, just take your time so that it won't so the tracks won't overlap, or they won't be like stacked on top of each other, because that creates thickness as well in the wrong way. Because a lot of us, we do want volume, but we don't want it to be bulky because our tracks are stacked. And then there are different ways to add glue to tracks and add glues to quick weaves. I've actually seen people, put the glue directly on the cap. Like, they didn't put it on the tracks, they put it directly on the cap, like they just made the cap up with glue. I didn't set that one up high enough. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry this. Make sure that it's dry. And don't worry if you get like a little glue in certain places, you can always just comb it out. We all know glue, it comes out. You don't have any more questions, Samaya?
Let me think.
So I do have a question. So, do you think that you'll be participating in more fashion shows and events with the school?
Yes, definitely. Definitely, I really do. It's a really good opportunity. And then, yeah, I need the credits.
I mean, because that's really what we do it for is the credits, but we do it for the experience as well.
Yeah.
I like the fact that we get to be in put in position to succeed when it comes to our craft and being having industry experience while still being in the school. Like
Yeah.
we've done a lot of stuff. Like we've done fashion shows, we've done the expos, we've done
If the next time it's the expo, I'm gonna be making a little booth. Me and you need to make a little booth. Be like $20 ponytails.
first of all, that line would be so long, child.
Oh well. Now we need to have a whole group. Somebody press it out if they need it, or blow dry or whatever. Somebody on the braids. Somebody on the bundle ponytail. I don't know. Something like that. That'll be good.
Okay, so this is the first 24-inch bundle. This is just half of it. This is just half of it. The other half is actually still blonde, so we're gonna do the back with the blonde. Let's do it like a peekaboo, you know, just a little peekaboo. Just a little peekaboo. Go ahead and cut this bundle and put it in place. And then if you want to reuse your bundles, you can always do that. You just need some glue remover. Glue remover, conditioner, all that good stuff. Take it right out. And that's why that was lifting, because I didn't put enough on the ends. All right. And now we're going to place this track. I'm taking my time placing it because I want to make sure that I'm placing it in the correct spot, and so that I can make sure that I'm not getting glue on the track below it. Like if you have to move it around, replace it and all of that stuff, go ahead and do it, because who's doing the hair other than you, you know? It's always better to fix a mistake now than have to fix it later. And we're going to do the blonde, but we're not going to put too much blonde. We're just going to put it to the effect of, you know, just a little flirt of blonde. We probably only going to do 2 layers of the blonde just so you'll be able to see it through. You know, but we don't want it to be a block of blonde. You see how that looks together? Let's see. Oh yeah, really nice. All right, so I'm gonna do one more row of the blonde. Actually, probably gonna take this one right across the bottom just so that I can fill the middle up. Yeah, I'm gonna start going across the bottom, and I'll actually do 2 rows of this blonde right across the bottom. Instead of completing the U, I'll just fill in the bottom of the U until I get to the top so I can make it smaller. So I'm going to place this right along the middle. Instead of a U, we're going to do like a C. Just so that we can fill up the middle of her head. Let's see. I think that's enough blonde. Yeah, that's definitely enough blonde. All right. And now we move on to the 22-inch. And then we're just going to be finishing it up, closing up the U. You're probably wondering why I'm walking back from side to side, because I got my scissors sitting on one side and then I got the glue sitting on the other, just so I won't get confused. Probably wondering, like, how can you get confused? You don't know my brain. You don't know my brain. All right. I feel like this track is still wet a little bit because it's not sticking like it should. Now, ain't that something? Where did it come from? Okay. All right. All right, now this is where we start back with our U. Huh?
You hear that?
I'm gonna dry this a little bit because it's not completely dry. I mean, it makes it hard for the glue to dry. I don't wanna, I don't want the tracks to slip. No slipping. And yes, I apply glue very sloppily. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. I can tell you who you can judge, but I don't think that would be appropriate.
What?
I said I can tell them who they could judge, but I don't think it would be appropriate. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm sorry. Whew. And just combing the hair out of the way so then when I place the next track, it won't pull. Yeah, that's just enough.
Almost to the top.
Almost to the top. We sure are.
What's your favorite style to do?
Knotless braids.
Me too.
I love knotless braids, especially the boho knotless. Love it. Human hair does it every time. It does it every time. It doesn't matter what length, what size. It looks good, period. Like, it just really looks good. And then I'm really, really good at it. It just makes it even better.
Some people be like, the regular box braids last longer than the knotless. But I didn't really think that was true.
Um, it really depends. I mean, because the knotless braid is started off with your natural hair.
Yeah.
So if you don't have if you have thicker or more coarse hair, then yeah, you would think that because your hair texture is thicker. Like, I've had some people ask me like, do I press out the hair before I braid it?
What?
Yeah. Which so they can get like a certain look, but if you do that, it's not going to last. Like, you have to do it with your natural hair texture. And a lot of people are expecting like a certain result, a certain look, but they don't have the hair texture of the person the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have the same hair texture as the person in the picture, so it's not going to come out the same as the person in the picture,
Yeah, that's how it be with the sizes also. Like, medium knotless on one person head, it can look different on another person head, but it could be like the same amount of rows,
Yeah.
the same amount of boxes, but it's still gonna look different depending like on the size of your head, the shape and stuff.
Yeah.
So I gotta tell people like, yes, I can do that, but it's not gonna look exactly the same. And everybody, I think everybody really braid with different sizes. Like, one person medium might be your small. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That and like you said, head size. Like, everybody's head isn't the same size, so it's not gonna come out like the same. Okay. Go ahead and turn you around until I get to the top.
We almost done, y'all. I'm so excited.
Me too. I'm always excited to be finished.
Yes.
Always. Even though the color came out a little bit brighter than what we wanted, I still feel like it looks good. Definitely brighter than what we wanted, but
Yeah.
put your head back.
Are we gonna keep the ends of the braid straight?
Yes, we are. Only because I'm doing the soft curls.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to be too curly. So we're going to keep it straight. I am going to dip them so that they won't be hard. They'll loosen up, soften up a little bit.
Unstiffen.
Yeah. We definitely don't want stiff braids.
No, ma'am. I'm thinking about my next hairstyle already.
What you thinking about, Sanaya? What
I'm thinking.
are you thinking about, Sanaya?
I'm thinking a ponytail with bundles, or that half up, half down, with it's just a ponytail at the top, a regular ponytail. But like not a high ponytail, a mid ponytail.
A mid ponytail.
Yeah.
And that's what I was actually thinking about doing today. I was thinking about doing a mid ponytail with just like 2 or 3 braids. Well, 2 braids coming up the side. But
Oh yeah.
what are we gonna eat today, Smyrna?
I don't know.
Man, I do know that I'm hungry though, for sure.
Definitely.
And you wanna know something? I'm gonna stop starving myself one of these days.
I know it.
Cause we literally just get up and just go. Like no
Even like
breakfast, no nothing, just go.
even like in between clients, I don't be eating.
Me either. I feel like when I do, it slow me down. Now I want to sit down. Now I
Yeah,
want to rest. Now I want to
I don't want to sit
I
down.
don't want to do nothing. Like once I sit down and eat and all of that, like who want to be doing? Who want to be working with the itis? Like, cause when I want to eat, I want to eat something good, like some good
I don't want
oxtails,
to rush and eat.
a good salad,
Yeah.
some good Chinese food. That's what I had last night. It
So
was so good.
I just wait till dinner.
It was so good. Like, it was so good. Like the place that I go to, they shrimp fried rice. Oh my God. And I'm obsessed with bean sprouts. Like, I don't know why, but I love them. I learned how to make egg rolls just so that I can eat bean sprouts. It's madness, pure madness. But they're good. They are. Most people are freaked out by them. Like, they think they look like worms, but I like them. Put your head back now. You heard me.
Huh?
Put your head back.
Oh, mine here.
And honestly, you can actually reuse these bundles and just
Yeah.
tone them down. Like we can tone them down. Nice and full. Yeah.
Period.
We are almost to the top. Almost to the top. You want to know something? I think I want tacos. Tacos would be so good today with a margarita.
I wish.
Huh?
I said I wish.
You can always get a virgin one.
I guess.
You can always get a virgin one. All right, this is when I'll start curving the tracks at the top. Instead of just creating a U, I'll create a curve so that we can start closing up this circle. We hit it. And when it gets to the top, we don't have to lay a long track across the top. We can just, you know, put a little piece. Because we all know realistically, we gonna have something showing. As you can see, it is coming together, closing up. Lay your head back now.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and dry this track because she act like she ready to come out already. Ooh, and like I said, make sure that you all are drying your tracks completely because as you can see, some of these are still not completely dry on the weft. So the weft is like, it needs to be dried. So as I place the glue on, I'm drying it a little bit longer than what I would have to if it was just glue. 'Cause I'm trying to dry the weft at the same time so that I can make sure that it stays. All right, so just okay, that. So I'm actually gonna close this up just a little bit more in a circle. And then I'm gonna start laying the tracks across the top. Just so we can close up. I'm gonna add 2 more tracks in a circle and then I'm gonna start going across. And make sure that's gonna lay right, because then trying to make sure that I place the track in the right area because we are getting closer to the top. So this is the area that people will be able to see. So we gotta make sure that everything is everything. Trying to make sure that I lay the track as neatly as possible so that I can get it in the same area that I just measured, because I want it to lay in that exact place. So even if you have to take your time, just take your time, slow down for a second, you know, because you don't want to mess up what you got going on. All right, so I'm gonna actually start doing a C shape until I get to the top to close it. And I am gonna do like one more piece of blonde closer to the top just so that it gives off that extra look, extra little oomph. And I'm gonna start closing up this C stuff right here. Now look at that.
How many pieces left?
Not that many. Probably about, where did I put those scissors? Probably about 4 pieces. The last of these bundles, and then a small little piece across the top. And we are complete. We would be finished. I just put that thing straight at.
You said you was curling it with the wand curl?
No, I'm gonna use the iron curler and do some soft curls. Really cute soft curls. So that if you decide that you wanted to curl it again yourself, the look will be easily attainable.
Yeah.
Now, as you all can see, this hole is getting smaller and smaller, as it should. Lay your head back. I'm just cutting off that excess cap. Well, as you can see, what I do with that call? As you can see along the sides, this is why we do the stacking motion, so that you can't see the tracks along the side. They fall on top of each other. So that when the hair hangs, it'll hang on top. I'm gonna go ahead and start closing up this hole. I'm trying to decide whether I'm gonna go straight across. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight across. I am obsessed with that new Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B song.
Yeah.
Obsessed. And y'all know how I get when I get with music. Like I listen to it over and over and over and over again. That's like my new over and over and over again song. I was singing it when I got up this morning. Actually, which one of these is bigger?
Did we use all the bundles?
No, I mean we still have some blonde hair left, but we don't need that blonde. We're not gonna use that blonde. We're gonna put that here, and then we're gonna close it off with that last piece. I'll do with that hair glue. That's too small. I was gonna place one underneath that one, but you can just close it off. All right. All right.
Let's get into these curls, y'all.
Let's get into these curls for real. No, this ain't heat protectant. Okay, I'm just gonna go through with some heat protectant spray. It's actually heat protectant and holding spray.
How long do you think this will last?
Honestly, about I would say like 2 to 3 weeks, possibly longer. Where the fuck did that come from? Oops, wasn't supposed to say that. All right, hold this for me tonight. That's up here. Yeah. So I definitely just combed this one right out. I was about to use inappropriate language again. Am I glad that this happened right now? Yes. So that I can fix it now versus having to fix it later. Oh, her saying, girl, my track slipped out. We gonna fix it now. Why I started putting that down like I was putting it on the floor. Like, what? Gotta get the hair glue out. Okay. Or you can let it go. Did I put any of my clips inside of your bag? I don't think I did. And you wanna know how I was saying that I couldn't find any pins? They're right here. Literally right there. Okay, let me grab this because it fell. Is it on? No. Turn it on. Clearly, I have no idea what I did with my clips. So, since I really don't need them, I'm just gonna curl it without them. And I felt myself pulling it on earlier, but It can work out. I'm just gonna pull this here to the side. Are you on? Yes, you are on. Come on, girls. Hold it just to keep it in place, and then I'm gonna let it go. Y'all see that curl? Nice. Now, will it come out like that every single time? Possibly not. I'm just joking. This is actually like the easiest part of the entire process to me. Actually, my favorite part because I like girls. I really do. It don't even matter what kind of girl. I love them all, honestly. Honestly, I love them all. Chill. I really like this blonde.
Me too. Ooh, great little.
I honestly wish the color would have came out darker because I really, really like this.
Yeah.
Like, I do. Really do. Even though without the braiding hair, it will probably match your hair a lot better
Yeah.
without the braiding hair. Because the
Yeah.
braiding hair is kind of dark.
Yeah, it's the braiding hair that's darker.
Huh?
So yeah, it's the braiding hair that's darker.
Yeah, it's definitely darker.
Because my hair is that color, basically.
Yeah, basically. I'm just going to do another layer. And then we're going to get to that top layer. I'm probably gonna switch it back, but it's okay. My turn. Ugh.
Do you do your curls better with the curling iron or the flat iron?
It really depends on the glide of the flat iron. Like if it pauses, then
Yeah.
I don't know. But if the glide is, you know, smooth, like it would be with a curling iron, like it's pretty good. I don't mind it at all. But if the glide is like, it's leaving like demarcations
Yeah.
like in the hair or like marks and stuff, I don't really like it. Let's start loosening up because it kept falling out like what? Yeah. That's the best one yet. I should turn you to the side. Yeah, as y'all can see, I'm not using any pens because I don't know what I did with my pens. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know where I put them. Like, I don't know what I did with them.
What do the pins help with?
They keep the curls in place. They help set the curls, I should say. And just basically keep your hair out of the way for the next curl that I'm about to do. Just keep it out of my way. But for the most part, it just helps set the curls. But since we're not really looking for no big, you know, bold curls with your hairstyle, doesn't really, you know, it's fine for the most part, I should say. So as y'all can see, I'm just wrapping the hair around the curling iron instead of pulling it through. Which you can really do either or, you know, honestly. And these are what the curls look like right now before I comb them out. Girl, what? Just keep pulling this same little track out. Maybe I need to quadruple glue it. What did I do with that other glue that I just had? I don't remember, but
That one?
yeah. I mean, I do wear glasses, okay? Let's just blame it on that, the fact that I wear glasses. That I didn't see that, okay? Now you want to lay back down. Which one you want to do? You want to come up or you want to go down? All right, now we're going to do this last top part.
What you doing after this?
After I curl your hair?
After we leave?
Oh, after we leave? I'm not sure.
I gotta work right after this.
Oh, yeah, you do. You sure do.
I only have one client today. Just some large, knotless.
You said there's some large knotless.
Yeah. And it's just back length too. Mid back, so.
Oh, yeah, that should be real quick.
I'm about to be out of there.
Like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you guys, knotless braids don't take that long. If your stylist is taking all day, she's a beginner.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a beginner though, because you got to learn at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all day for some braids, unless they knee length, I ain't doing no all day, baby.
No, my cousin just got her hair done. She had got some large knotless. She said she had took 8 hours. I was like, that's what you get for cheating on me.
Exactly. Like what? 8 hours for large knotless? That's insanity. And you sat there? That's crazy. You was better off going to the braid shop.
Yeah, the African braid shop.
Yep. They gonna two, three person your head down and get you up out of there.
Yeah.
But you wanna know something? I learned from a lot of people. A lot of people don't like when it's multiple people in their head. They only like when it's one person. And that's what drifts a lot of people away from the braid shops. Is because they don't want multiple people in their head at one time.
Yep, I got my hair done there all the time as a kid.
My friend did too, but they took out all her edges when she was younger. She used to stay getting those micro individuals,
Yep.
pulled them edges straight out.
Child, I don't know how y'all sit for micro.
I'm not doing that. I didn't even start wearing braids until I got my hair braided for the first time when I was like 18 or something like that.
Really?
Yep. Really. Now, where is my big comb at? Where is my big comb? Let me turn that off so I can move it to the side so I can go in these drawers. Cause I don't know what I did with my big comb.
I braided my little edges.
You say you what?
Braided my little edges.
I saw.
Y'all ready for this edge tutorial?
Okay. I don't know what I did with mine, so. Are we gonna have to brush out the curls? I'm feeling like we are. Like, even though it's not bad because it is a paddle brush, and we want the curls to come out soft anyway.
Yeah.
So a light brushing won't be bad. Gonna come from the bottom, come out the curls at the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, it blended really well. Y'all can see that. Nice curls. I'm gonna get the hair off the sides. All right, and now we're gonna finish up this style.
What's next?
Okay, so right now I'm about to put some water inside of this kettle so that we can dip her braids so they won't be stiff.
And while she's doing that, we'll do the baby hairs.
Yeah, while this is getting warmed up,
Or she gonna curl them?
I'll curl her baby hairs and then she'll slick them down. Oh, you already took the braids out? Okay, cool. All right, so usually when what was you about to say?
I was gonna say yes, you can do the baby hairs without curling them, but curling them just get them that extra, you know.
That little extra oomph that you're looking for. Like when you see the girls with the extra curls and you see like partial swoop, but then you see like a real curly piece like I have on my sides. The pencil.
Yeah, especially if you have long edges. If you don't curl them, it kind of look weird. Like the end will just be straight.
Yeah.
So it looks better when it's curled.
So you roll it, and that should be like the end result, like a really thin little curl. You want to take the pencil through it one time to get it straight, because we know how those edges get. They get, and you go through it just like that.
When you have the same styling, do you like wash your edges from time to time?
No, I just take the style out. But I do know people who do that, and it helps their hairstyle last longer. I just don't have the patience. I just feel like if I need to do that, I just need to wash my whole head.
I do, like if I have braids in that I know I'm gonna keep in for a long time, I wash my edges like maybe like once a week, because the product, the edge control do build up. So I have a little spongy thingy and I wash them.
So as y'all can see, I'm just spinning the pencil. So it can be like a spring little curl. Bring your head to the side for me now. All right, and then here you are.
Where the edge brush? The
And
wooden
here
one?
you are.
I don't need a mirror. I want
You
to
need a
face the
mirror?
camera, but I need a mirror. Where the edge control?
In your bag.
All right, guys. You can hold this one. Hold it right here.
Oh, yeah. Am I in the camera?
No.
Can you see yourself?
They can see. Yeah, I can see.
So stay. Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is your edge tutorial. So she already curled my edges. So then I take the product and I put it on each piece. Now I don't put it on the curled part at the bottom. I just put it on the base. And it doesn't have to be a whole lot. Well, depending on your hair texture, you might put a little bit more. But I just put it a little on the base. Because I do like the ends to be a little fluffy. So I don't really put product on the base. See that? And then just swoop. You really don't have to do too much because the curl is really swoops itself. But I start from the bottom because if you start from the top, then they'll get in each other's way. So literally, that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all, y'all. The curl makes it so much easier. Like it literally just swoops by itself. And see, I like the ends to stay fluffy like that. That's why I don't put the product on it. Just swoop. And boom. You got your edges. Like, look how easy it is. So easy and so cute. That's the edge tutorial. And the water is done.
Perfect. Right on time. Okay, so I'm gonna actually pull the strands to the side because we don't want, you know, her hair to get wet in the back. Let me actually just spray some more hose spray. All right, so we're actually gonna put some foam wrap on her braids.
What does that do?
The foam wrap just basically sets the braids. It tames any flyaways that you may have, you know, excess hair that's sticking up. It's gonna lay it down for us. Which honestly, I probably should have did this before laying the quick weave, but it's all the same as long as it gets done. But you want to just make sure that you're getting it directly on the braids and not the edges. I normally put it on after, before I do the edges anyway. I'll put the edges to the front and then I'll put the braid foam on it, but we did it backwards, but it's okay. It's not really a big deal. As long as it goes in the right area. And then I put foam on the actual braid because I do want to tame the flyaways, and I do that before I dip the hair. Everyone does it different, but I just make sure that I do it before I dip the hair. So I always make sure, like, when you're using like your hot tools and your kettle for dipping hair, for all my braiders out there, that you always have your towel close to you. You don't want to search for it, lean your head to the side. You don't want to have to be searching for it, because if you have to search for it, everybody gonna be burned.
Then you holding the kettle in one hand, searching for the towel.
Everybody's burned at that point. You know
I
what I'm
just keep it
saying?
over my arm while I'm holding the kettle, so I can put the kettle down, grab it, do it.
And then if you have to dip more than once, that's fine. And you can see it just takes the weight off the braid. Now we didn't get, not this mother, we didn't get all the way to the top of her head, because that is actually where her real hair starts, and you don't want to put the hot water on her real hair because you don't want it to poof up in the braid. Lean your head to the side. So as much as it may be stiff and you want to do it so much, that's how braids go old fast. So if you don't want them to go old fast, stop dipping them roots, or stop dipping the top of their hair.
Yeah, you sometimes have to give people like longer braids just because their hair might be real long and you don't want to dip it in the water. All right, so before I actually pin it up, I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry her hair. Blow dry the braids, blow dry the foam. Even though the braids aren't gonna be completely dry, because the hair really doesn't dry that quick, it won't be dripping as much. And then you want to just dry the foam. Now you can put wrapping papers on the hair, like after you put the foam on it, just to set the braids even more. If you feel like you have excess flyaways, but we don't have excess flyaways in this style, so it's really not needed. But it'll definitely help out with the finishing look. All right, let me brush these girls one more time. All right, and then I'm just gonna do a pin style, like a crisscross right across the middle with this braid style right here. I'm just gonna pin them right there. Make that like pins. I'm just gonna put a pin between the two so they can stay connected. Well, actually, let me just do here like this. So you can see it, but you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? And then, where are my scissors? What did I do with that comb knife? Oh, it's right here. This little piece right here that's gonna annoy me to death. I gotta get it up out of here. It's going to annoy me to death.
And then I just got a little glue right here on this track, so I'm trying to get as much off as possible so you can't really see it. Like, even though we know it's obviously weave, we don't want, like, who wants it to be known for real, you know? So I'm gonna lift this up, comb this a little bit. All right, and I'm gonna put some oil on her scalp. Because just like we oiled the back braids, we have to oil these or they're gonna be itching too.
Yep.
Scalp is going to itch. I honestly just feel like if the color was a little bit darker, it would be just perfect. Like, I'm stuck on the color. Like, I'm stuck on the color. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over it, but the style itself is beautiful. Spin her around. Curls, half up, half down, braid style. And that is it. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, so my social media, one more time. My personal social media page is _ Big Mama, BIGMAMA, with the period and the letter B with another _. You can find my business Instagram as well as my business website for you to book. It's the Cantrell Brand on Instagram and thecantrellbrand.com.
My personal page is Saniyah Jackson, SANNIAHJACKSON, and my business page is Styled by Naya, Styled by Naya, NIAHHH, 3 H's. Thank you.
Oh wait, I forgot finishing spray. My bad. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Show them with my outfit.
Oh yeah. Are you still recording this?
Yeah.
Okay. We had to make sure. You gonna send it? Okay. I can't hear you. Hold on.
Ooh.
Okay.
Look at this, y'all. Come on now. Yes.
Yeah, we should have got a brighter orange for the braids. But it's still cute. You get the drift aside from the color. You get the drift.
Yeah.
You see where we going. You see what it's like.
You see. Anyway, she did her thing. Y'all go follow her and book now.
See y'all next time.
Yes, definitely.